It's match number 4 of the Tata IPL 2025. 6 teams have already faced so far in the competition. We move on to team number 7 and 8, which is Lucknow Super Giants versus the Delhi Capitals, all the way from Vizag, which is also the second home ground for the Delhi Capitals. Utsav with me. Utsav, so far in the weekend, we are witnessing blistering cricket, blockbuster shows back to back. Your thoughts on this game? Very underrated. Only 5 head-to-head matches so far between these two teams. What can you expect? Because Rishabh Pant has gone all the way to Lucknow. He's going to face his former side in the first game.
Yes, IPL is off to a cracking start. 3 wonderful games, and now we are on to this one. Lucknow versus Delhi Capitals at Vizag. I think initially this is the first few games all the teams are playing, and all of the teams are trying to get to know their the first
Correct.
11s would be trying to look at the chinks in their armors and try to correct them. But all the 9 teams are facing one kind of battle. Lucknow is facing another kind of a battle. First of all, after the auction, maybe they wouldn't have been as happy as some of the other teams would be.
Okay.
And on top of that, one of the super strong, the advantage that they had was the brilliant Indian pace bowling attack that they had, and now that seems to be in a bit of a trouble.
Hmm?
Talking about Rishabh Pant, a big transfer move. Probably was not happy with the management. He was the captain back there. He still was not quite happy. Wanted to come to the auction table. He ended up at
Yeah.
the auction table and was rightly bought by Lucknow Super Giants. Have to be very careful. The owner does not have a great track record with keeper batsmen.
And like
Uh,
like I said, keeper batsman you said about like I said, Rishabh
yeah.
Pant facing his former side. It's the other way around at the other end. KL Rahul is going to face his former side.
Yes.
Which player is pretty much happy moving into the new franchise according to you?
I think he might not say it, but I think KL Rahul is very, very happy at the new place that he is. He is so happy that he has lost all kinds of, the Moh Maya that he had. He doesn't want the captaincy. He doesn't want the opening. He, play him wherever you want to play him. Just the team, man. Just do not, I just don't want to be at what I
And
at,
also
at
what a
what
Champions Trophy he had.
yeah, wonderful Champions Trophy. He's in good form. A very respectable Border Gavaskar Trophy on top of that.
True, true.
So he is filled with confidence right now, and I think the decision that he has taken of being the team man and just giving everything to the team is going to be very, very fruitful. Considering that he's still eyeing his position in the T20 side for India.
Absolutely, that is 100% true. But can he make it to the Indian side in the T20 format? Only time will tell. What about the head-to-head between these two teams? What does the numbers say, Utsav? Let's take a look into that. It's time for Lucknow Super Giants. Can the results change? Because Lucknow Super Giants generally had a better of Delhi Capitals so far in the tournament. And in this, between these two teams, 5 matches, 3 times LSG have won, only twice for the Delhi Capitals. Can Delhi make it 3-3 tomorrow?
They can definitely, considering Delhi Capitals after ever since Lucknow Super Giants has come into existence, Delhi Capitals has kind of dropped in form. They had a great form before that, 2020, 2021. They were doing pretty well, but as soon as the new teams came, their combination took a hit, and they were just not the same again after Shreyas Iyer left. So I think this, just 5 matches, 3-2, one match, Delhi wins. That the scoreline will be
Correct.
3-3, and there will be nothing to choose for. And I think this is the perfect opportunity, considering Lucknow Super Giants is probably at its weakest in the last 4 seasons.
100%. They are absolutely in the weakest. How happy will Goenka be with the squad? I don't think so, because the broken side, pretty much to be honest, for Lucknow Super Giants. Can the Delhi Capitals take advantage of it and kickstart the season with a victory in the second home, as I rightfully said? What happened? Where is Arun Jaitley Stadium? We'll see that after 2 games. For now, Delhi's home games are going to be played at Vizag. Let's take a look into the pitch report of Vizag. If you look into the surface, 15 matches have been played at this venue. 8 times the team batting first have been victorious, only 7 times the team batting second. It's an evening game. Toss turns out to be crucial because the team winning the toss generally looks to chase. But last year it was pretty high-scoring games. Every single team came in. Remember, KKR, CSK, everyone came in. It was high-scoring encounters. Can we expect the same this time around? If I'm giving you the captain's hat, are you opting to chase once again?
I might just do the opposite. I might bat first, considering
Okay.
KKR, posted up a 270 last year batting first year, and it might be surprising, but this is the venue where the batting first team won 2 times in a row. And even
Okay.
the game against CSK, which Delhi played and Delhi won batting first, I think Prithvi Shaw scored,
Yeah.
gave a great start. The score difference is just 20 runs. But if you remove the last over where MS Dhoni,
Yeah, yeah.
hit a couple of sixes when the game was already lost, the margin becomes a lot higher. So the first batting team is getting a lot of advantage. Yes, there might be a bit of a dew coming in later on, but okay, you have the second new ball which you can take after the 11th over. You have the saliva rule. Just the start of the IPL season, you might not have as much dew
True.
in there. I
Absolutely, because
think
the
you can
umpires have
have
been pretty much strict. I expect in the first game of the season, I expected at Eden Gardens that KKR might just get the second ball, but they were not given.
yes.
The umpires have been pretty much strict with that. So I expect the same to happen until unless it's very much due. The ball is wet. They're not going to get away and give the second ball to them. And that is what the case is. You're saying batting first is the right approach for both the teams. Both the teams have enough firepowers. But when it comes to the injury updates, talks were going around whether KL Rahul will be unavailable for the first two games. KL Rahul is back into the hotel. He has reached that, and he's practicing with his side. We have to wait and see tomorrow whether he plays or not. As of now, we are considering that KL Rahul will play. But on the other hand, Lucknow Super Giants, I must tell you, the team is broken. Whatever they did in the plannings of the auction, as of now doesn't look right, because we have spotted, I believe you have spotted as well, Shardul Thakur training with the camp, and Mohsin Khan has been missing. The Mohsin Khan could be the replacement. Shardul Thakur could be there. Also, reports saying that Avesh Khan and Akashdeep, two Indian fast bowlers, might be unavailable for the first three games. That's a huge blow for LSG, considering
Massive.
that already Mayank Yadav is ruled out for the initial half of the season. So how will they manage their bowlers? Because they have spinning all-rounders. They do not have fast bowling all-rounders, considering that Mitch Marsh is also not going to bowl for at least the half of the season.
At Vizag, I think it is better that Mitchell Marsh is not bowling, first of all. But second is that the biggest, the strongest point of this not so good looking Lucknow Super Giants was the fantastic Indian bowling they had with the likes of Akashdeep.
Absolutely.
All of those names that you mentioned, all of them fantastic Indian fast bowlers who emerged in the last couple of seasons. All four of them suddenly getting injured, and then you just do not have a lot of options left, and who have not already gotten picked. They are very lucky to pick Shardul Thakur immediately, because I think later on he would have gotten picked for some other franchise. So Shardul
True
Thakur,
that.
I'm a bit skeptical with having Shardul Thakur to play at Vizag, but when he comes
Okay.
to Ekana Stadium, I think Shardul Thakur might just be the one, the saving grace for Lucknow Super Giants.
Okay, is it because of the change of pace, the knuckle ball which Shardul Thakur uses? Do you think in
Yes.
that bigger boundaries that it will work out wonders? That's what you think. So, what about the Lucknow Super Giants team? How will they gel around? There's a massive headache for the new captain Rishabh Pant. Straight away, he has to get into the act. He has to get going. How does he rotate his bowlers? Because he's a very inexperienced bowling attack, I must say. No more big names into this side. Mohsin Khan is also not missing, who was the front runner in terms of leading the bowling attack. Strategic timeout session time now, Utsav. 60 seconds will be given to you. 4 questions, rapid fire. Your time starts now. Which overseas opening pair do you think will score more runs tomorrow? Delhi Capitals or Lucknow Super
Delhi
Giants?
Capitals.
Okay. Will Rishabh Pant score a 50 plus knock against his former side?
Yes, he will.
Okay. How many wickets do you think Mitchell Stark will pick up tomorrow?
One.
One wicket? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Which finisher will have a better day tomorrow? Is it Abdul Samad for LSG or is it Ashutosh Sharma for Delhi Capitals?
I think I have a lot of time left, so I'll take a bit. No, actually, I'll go with Ashutosh Sharma. I don't have a lot of confidence with Abdul Samad.
Okay, so you've given your four answers pretty quick. You said already you lot of times left. And you've answered it pretty swiftly. We will see, only time will tell whether how many correct you've got at the end of the game. Let's straight away move on to the players to watch out for. I have gone with my three players to watch out from either sides. No surprises at all. For Lucknow Super Giants, I've gone with Rishabh Pant, Nicholas Puran, and Ayush Baroni. For the Delhi Capitals, I've gone with Jake Fraser Magak, Axar Patel, and Mitchell Stark. Can you start out with Lucknow Super Giants three players and anything different from your end?
I'll be, go similar ways. If I have to give a chance to a youngster, I might just say Yuvraj Chaudhary, because I see him
Okay.
in the starting 11. Considering
Wow. Okay.
he had a pretty good Ranji Trophy, he had a pretty good Vijay Hazare, he had a more than amazing Syed Mustaqil Trophy, considering the century he scored against Karnataka. I think he might just get the opportunity. The side does not look very strong, even though there are always, I think, right from the word go, right from 2022, Lucknow Super Giants has been very focused around the youngsters. Probably Sanjeev
True.
Goenka, makes an environment where the youngsters can thrive. Mohsin Khan
They
is
brought in a
probably the
couple of
finest
big
bowler for
names
the
last
sport.
season. I believe Arshad Khan was one of the players they had.
Yes, Arshad Khan was one of the players. He is at Gujarat right now. Even Shivam Mavi was a part of this side. Might just join
True.
them considering the amount of injury crisis they have. So yeah, one of them is Yuvraj Chaudhary. Another one might just be I am not quite sure which Indian pacer will come in place of them. Maybe an Akash Singh, or I think Yuzveer Singh
Absolutely, it
Charak is
has to
also a
be
part of the
Akash
team.
Singh. No, they do not have Yudhvir Singh. They have Hunger Gaker. They have the West
Yeah.
Indian speed star Shamar Joseph, the only overseas seamer into the side. That's a huge, huge gamble they have taken. I think that a little bit of youngsters are definitely coming into this 11, especially in the first three games for LSG.
Yes, we have spoken about the injury crisis quite a bit today, and I think that is something that is going to rule. Might just be the difference between the two sides tomorrow.
Hundred
The
percent.
team
But what about
is
the Delhi Capitals three players to watch
yeah.
out for? I've said about Jake Fraser McGurk. He was going hammer and dogs in the practice game. Scored 100. Axar Patel as well, captain for the first time, and Mitchell Stark doesn't need any introduction. Anything changes from your end?
Yeah, I mean, okay, you do not remove Axar Patel from any T20 side that he's playing at, but considering the pitch that Vizag is, absolutely no assistance for the spinners. I might
True.
just go for a T Natarajan, or if I have to go with the batting, considering the batting heavy side that the batting heavy pitch that it is, I might just keep an eye on Faf du Plessis, our former captain. He was
Okay.
fantastic last year, very very underrated. 160 plus strike rate, scored around 500 runs, 700 runs the season before that. Absolute fantastic player, and they have just gotten him from a bargain.
Absolutely, they definitely have got him for a bargain. We will see because his experience will be very, very important alongside KL Rahul for Akshar Patel. He will be groomed a lot, I must tell you. But what about the battles between these two teams? Let's take a look into the key battles. So these are the three battles I've gone with. Nicholas Puran versus Kuldeep Yadav is my battle number one. Mitchell Stark versus Mitchell Marsh. I think there's an Aussie battle I'm expecting with the new ball. And I'm also going with Ravi Bishnoi versus KL Rahul as my third. Which one are you definitely watching with, sir?
Oh, I might be very tempted to watch Mitchell Stark versus Mitchell Marsh, considering Mitchell Marsh is someone who is in a horrendous run of form, and
Absolutely.
the amount of lack of overseas options that Lucknow has. They just have six overseas options in their entire roster, and Mitchell Marsh is one of them who might just be starting tomorrow ahead of
Yeah.
Breedske. I just see a pure demolition from Delhi Capital side towards Lucknow Super Giants
True.
tomorrow.
Could be. That could be. But I unfortunately couldn't fit in a battle of Rishabh Pant out here. But Delhi Capitals players, especially the two spinners, Axar Patel and Kuldeep Yadav, know him very much. Would you be tempted if
Yes.
Rishabh Pant is on strike to give the ball to somebody like a Kuldeep Yadav?
That totally depends on the position he comes out to bat. I have heard a lot of rumors that you might just see Rishabh Pant come out as an opener or a number three. That is quite a possibility tomorrow. We just have to keep an eye for that. And if he is opening, obviously, Delhi has a great fast bowling attack with like the Mukesh Kumar, T Natarajan, Stark, Mohit Sharma in there. So they will fancy bowling to Rishabh Pant. I think that might be a huge gamble from the side of Lucknow Super Giants if Rishabh Pant comes out at the top. If he is batting at his regular position in at 4 and at 5, then yes, I would be very much tempted to bring in Kuldeep Yadav, provided that the ball is giving him a bit of an assistance. If there is no assistance,
Absolutely.
then Rishabh Pant is just going to play around.
100%. If there is no assistant, like you said, which Vizag is known for, is a belter of a surface, then Rishabh Pant, Nicholas Puran, they will go all guns blazing, just like I'm expecting Jake Fraser McGurk to do as well in the other end.
Yes.
What about the predicted playing 11? This is where we might just have a little bit of debate. Starting with the home side, Delhi Capitals predicted playing 11 on your way.
A very stable playing 11, by the way.
Absolutely. I really agree with this when you said a very stable playing 11 because this team has all the bases covered, I must say. If you look into the bowler section, they have so many top quality death bowlers. What's your take on that one, please?
Yep, four top quality bowlers. Even Mohit Sharma is in there, Mukesh Kumar in there, T Natarajan in there, Mitchell Stark in there. And the only concern that I might have with this fast bowling unit, they have a lot of Indian options. The only concern I have is last season Mitchell Stark at the league stage was not performing very well.
Mhm.
Even KKR had the problem. They did not have quite a solution for that. They did not have a
True.
replacement for him. Even they do not have quite a replacement. They just have Dushmanta Chamira in there, who is
Shamira.
not quite a regular starter for Sri Lanka even currently. So that might be the only concern for them. The positive thing coming out is that not they have a great batting order. They have all the players who can accelerate. They have the players who can play strategically, giving respect to the conditions as well. And they also have a huge bench option as well when it comes to Indian batters. You have
True.
Ashutosh Sharma, who might just be the first starter. You have Samir Rizvi in there, who might just not play tomorrow. And there's Karun Nair as well, who
Karun
has
Nair.
just
Oh,
full of runs.
absolutely. Absolutely, 100% agreed. And that's the beauty of this side. They have all the bases covered. Can they go all the way? Because they can start all guns blazing, just like RCB started in the first game of the tournament. Who would have thought RCB defeated KKR at the Eden Gardens in the season opener? But let's
I
look
thought.
in. You thought, okay. But let's take a look into the Lucknow Super Giants Predict 11. I must say it's a broken side. Let's see how can we form it up.
Extremely batting heavy.
True that. I absolutely agree. Extremely batting heavy side doesn't have much in their bowling department. But with the unavailability of so many Indian stars, I had to switch in somebody like an Arshin Kulkarni into the side. Akash Singh is there. M. Siddharth. I find this bowler very underrated with the new ball
Yeah.
because he was bowling so well in those power play. I think he might just get an opportunity tomorrow.
Yes, I think Siddharth should be playing, and even if they did not have all these injury concerns, they would still have the thought of Siddharth playing because he was very good last season.
Then he might come in
One,
as an impact player.
yeah, he might just come in. But one thing that I disagree with you is that probably I will not play Arshin Kulkarni that down the order. I would rather
Okay.
play a full time, probably a Rajvardhan Hangarkar in the place of
Hunger
Arshin
Gaker.
Kulkarni.
I was thinking about that. Maybe
Kulkarni
a
was
Hunger
the
Gaker
opener.
is.
Yeah, Kulkarni was the opener last season, and I do not see him batting at that lower down the order. Probably give a chance to Yuvraj Chaudhary and get Shamar Joseph, and probably that can happen. Ayush Badoni did a really good job in the Delhi Premier League, opening the order with
I
Anuj
thought
Rawat.
that.
Probably
I
that can happen
absolutely
as well.
expected that. If that is so, if Ayush Badoni opens in place of maybe a Mitchell Marsh or Nathan Markram, that allows you to play somebody like Samar Joseph at
Yes,
zero seamer.
I think
And I think that will
they
be
need Shamar Joseph right now.
absolutely they need because of these injury crises. I understand he might
Yeah.
just go for runs, but if he gives you those wicket with that pace, it might just work out wonders for them. LSG playing 11 is there as an impact player. I've gone for Shabazz Ahmed. I think he can be proven handy, as we all know he did for so many years for Sunrise Hyderabad and RCB. What about the
Yes.
predictions time now? You might just be on the hot seat now. Let's take a look at the predictions. DC versus Lucknow Super Giants, first game for these two teams. Where are you heading towards in terms of winning?
I think if you have seen the entirety of this video, then you would know that I am a lot biased towards Delhi Capitals just for this fixture. Nothing against Lucknow Super Giants, but they are too short of resources right now, too short of
True.
manpower. I, you can never say in an IPL match just before that this team is heavy favorite, but probably for this one, yes, they are. I'll probably give them a 70-30 towards Delhi Capitals. One side
Seven,
dispatching is what I'm expecting.
70-30 towards Delhi Capitals, and rightly so. I agree with that because I think they are just too strong at the moment, and I'm expecting a big victory for the Delhi Capitals to kickstart the season. Can Rishabh Pant do it against his former side, or will KL Rahul do it against his former side? Thank you so much, Utsa. Thank you to all the viewers for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Fifth Umpire. Press the bell icon as well. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.